BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
A series that has come under severe scrutiny in the past year is now facing more backlash following findings coming from a House investigation released only yesterday. The preliminary findings into the incident involving the Boeing 737 MAX with ET302 indicated that the MAX was indeed struck with countless technical problems, a lack of transparency between manufacturer, customers and pilots, and a host of other issues. The US House of Representatives Committee and Ethiopian crash investigators are therefore likely to blame Boeing for the incident. However, the blame hitting Boeing actually contradicts another report that was indeed released. The report coming from the Lion Air incident involved Indonesian investigators that took place in October of 2018 and actually highlighted poor maintenance records prior to the jet even taking to the skies on the day it went down. In addition, they did mention the poor maintenance while also highlighting the pilot's actions. The main missing piece from the Ethiopian investigation is a reported focus on the pilot's actions as well as airline maintenance, with the full apparent focus being on the poorly executed design by Boeing and lack of communication. This report, though, examines a number of key areas that have already been previously identified, including production pressure. Production pressure is something I've explored and also discussed with an employee of Boeing who worked on the MAX. Not only did this person, but many others indicate that the immense pressure and toll it was taking to build the MAX was nothing short of incredible, and in turn saw a number of problems simply bypassed due to time restrictions. Simply speaking, the rate of production seemed way too fast to be safe. On top of this, problems with the MCAS have also become evident, even to the point where ideas were indeed suggested by Boeing employees to make the system safer, or at the very least provide a system that would act as a backup for pilots when it came to reading speeds. However, these were reportedly turned down on a consistent basis, with Boeing not viewing it as suitable nor actually necessary to the aircraft. When the second 737 MAX went down, Boeing were incredibly quick along with the FAA to note that the MAX was still a safe aircraft and did not need to be grounded under their authority. They continued with this stance as multiple other regulators around the world started issuing orders to ground the type. In fact, the FAA and Boeing were among the last pair to actually even issue a formal grounding to the type, as they maintained, even under heavy scrutiny, that it was still safe to operate. At the time, the decision from Boeing and comments from the FAA gave many the viewpoint that the aircraft was potentially safe and it was rather a freak incident. Ultimately for Boeing, what the general public have learnt throughout this investigation period is that the stubbornness in a certain aspect can come back to hurt not only a company but the industry and lead to accidents that can be nothing short of catastrophic. As further reports are released over time, the hope is that more light will be shed on the incidents, whether it be further pilot error or a pilot problem caused directly from a fault on Boeing's part, as that is what has been suggested multiple times in past reports, exclusive articles, and a whole lot more. If you have any thoughts on the release of this new investigation, do feel free to drop them in the comment section below.